Nairobi politics has just taken a dramatic turn. Over 96 MCAs from both ODM and UDA have resolved to impeach Governor Johnson Sakaja. Their accusation that the man who promised to transform the capital has instead become out of touch with the very crises tearing Nairobi apart. Garbage collection in chaos, drainage systems collapsing, health projects worth over 1.3 billion Kenyan shillings stalled, and a governor accused of neglecting ward projects. This is no longer just noise. MCAs are preparing a retreat in Naivasha to collect signatures for his ouster. And for the first time, both ruling and opposition members seem to agree. Sakaja's days at City Hall could be numbered. Let's start with the latest development. In a stormy Kamukunji meeting on 26 August 2025, Deputy Minority Leader Waithera Chege delivered perhaps the bluntest statement yet. The governor is not in touch, both with the people and with this assembly.
The members are also saying that the governor is not in touch, completely in touch, both with the ground and with this assembly, the members of this assembly. 3/4 of the members who make calls to the governor, he does not reply or call back to these members. So there's a question of communication between the executive and the assembly, and there's also the issue of his failure to come out on the issue of the broad-based government. He does not give direction on the issue of broad-based government.
It's not just rhetoric. MCAs argue that Sakaja has sidelined their oversight role, frozen ward funds, and ignored resolutions leaving them powerless to deliver to their constituents.
That had been called by the speaker himself to update members on the charities that they already put on his desk, and they have not been receiving solutions for the same. So the members raised the issues of bursaries. You realize it's only Nairobi County, or one of the counties, that have not been able to distribute bursaries to the residents of Nairobi. There was also the issue of WDF, Ward Development Fund, that has not been working according to us. We have had stalled projects where we have not received any answers from the executive. There are so many stalled projects within the wards, and the residents of Nairobi have been asking why those projects have not yet been completed. There are some issues that are supposed to be dealt with by the intergovernmental laws that he has failed to do so. So many of these things have not been implemented. The issue of motions, the bills that have been passed before this parliament, before this assembly, he has not taken any implementation step, and we are very cautious on these issues. That's why members came on board and they decided to discuss these things with the speaker.
Out of frustration, they have now resolved to push for his impeachment, with more than 96 signatures already pledged in principle. Now, why is this serious? Under Article 181 of the Constitution and Section 33 of the County Governments Act, removing a governor requires at least 2/3 support from the Assembly, followed by a Senate trial. Nairobi's Assembly has 123 elected MCAs. With 96 already on board, Sakaja is walking into dangerous political waters. But this isn't the first attempt. Back in July 2025, petitions by Nairobi residents like Michael Ouster, a former MCA, and Boniface Sila tried to push Sakaja out, accusing him of unlawful evictions, abuse of office, even using hired goons to intimidate peaceful protesters. The Speaker, Kennedy Ngondi, dismissed those petitions for procedural flaws. They weren't initiated by MCAs, lacked signatures, and lacked evidence. In June 2025, another resident petition accused Sakaja of mismanaging rent arrears, failing transparency, and gross misconduct. That one is still waiting formal action. Now, MCAs are cutting out the middleman. This isn't just residents filing papers. This is elected members themselves, openly planning to remove him. So, what's driving the fury? First, money politics. In late 2024, MCAs claimed Sakaja withheld over 282.8 million Kenyan shillings in their allowances, blocking their operations. Second, service delivery. Auditor-General reports flagged stalled health facilities valued at 1.36 billion Kenyan shillings. Third, urban decay. Overflowing garbage, collapsed drainage, and insecurity in public spaces have dominated debates in the city. Fourth, political arrogance. MCAs say Sakaja neither consults nor implements their bills, effectively treating the assembly as irrelevant.
Mimi nikianza broad-based, mulishika nare, but nilikuwa nimeona mbele that we must have to work broad-based the whole of Kenya together. So mambo ya porojo msikuwe, na propaganda ni mingi.
Public sentiment has only added fuel. Nairobians online complain that the city is filthy, unsafe, and worse off than before. A viral Reddit post bluntly declared, Sakaja is the worst performing governor Nairobi has ever had. That frustration mirrors what MCAs are saying inside the chambers. Embakasi East MP Babu Owino added his voice to the ongoing saga, claiming Sakaja is the worst governor Nairobi has ever had.
Corruption allegations everywhere, stealing money everywhere. Not even Kidero did as worst as Sakaja is doing now. Not even Sonko. Sonko at least tried. But this person really messed Nairobi. Look at Nairobi the way things are. You can't recover this. It is messed up. We have a budget of 42 billion Kenya shillings. He's collecting less than 5 billion Kenya shillings. And the collection that is collecting, nobody knows where the Nairobi money goes up to date. So what kind of a governor is that? And he's a young person like us. If he was doing better, people would not be thinking of even going for that seat, irrespective of a political party, because he's a young person. But look at now, over 20 candidates have declared that they want Nairobi gubernatorial seat in the whole country. Look at the way Nairobi is ranked. Nairobi now is ranked in number 40s out of 47. Is that the kind of a governor that we want?
Now here's the catch. Even if MCAs succeed in gathering the numbers and passing the motion, the battle shifts to the Senate. And there, the dynamics are different. Senators weigh both law and politics. Remember how impeachments of governors like Ferdinand Waititu, Mike Sonko, and others played out? Nairobi's case could become the next big showdown. For Sakaja, who once branded himself as the youthful progressive face of urban governance, this is more than just an impeachment scare. Nairobi lazima iwak is not working anymore. It's a collapse of trust from the public, from watchdogs like the Auditor-General, and now from his own assembly. The broader question is this: if Nairobi's political class can unite across party lines to oust him, what does that say about his survival chances, and what precedent does it set for Kenya's capital city leadership? One thing is clear: Nairobi is entering a period of high political drama, and this time, Sakaja can't simply dismiss it as noise. The assembly has the numbers, the grievances, and the will. Whether the Senate spares him or not, his political brand has already taken a hit. What do you think? Should Sakaja be impeached? Drop your comments. Newsroom, Maisha TV, Bushabi Jr.